Hello guys, Mobster from MINEOLOGY, and today I'll be doing a documentary of the nether. And in this documentary I will show you what's in the nether, what you can see in the nether, how to get to the nether, the mobs in the nether, and everything else. So yeah, let's see what this very bad place is like. Let's get going. Alright, the first thing that you'll find in the nether are lava pools. Now, be careful because in the last picture I showed you in the intro, as you can see, there is a lot of lava pools. Like this image right here, like you saw in the intro. As you can see that this is not a place you would not want to build your home at all. And there's a lot of dangers here, and I'll get to that in the mob section and other things, but this place has no good resources whatsoever. Bunch of lava pools, so if you're willing to explore this place, you better bring a lot of things. And speaking of exploring, how about you try, yes I said try, to explore this nether fortress. Now nether fortresses can be found scattered right around the nether. If you're lucky, you'll spawn right next to one. Now, what you can find in these things are nether warts. You can also find chests and some not too much friendly mobs, which I'll get into later. As you can see, you can also find another resource here called glowstone, like in this very high def picture right here. And as you can see in this picture, you can also find fire. So be careful. And as you can see at the right hand corner, the very far right hand corner, you can see that part falls off into a lava pool, and these things are very dangerous. So make sure to bring a lot of food, a lot of armor, a lot of tools, and other things if you're willing to explore this very devilish thing. The next type of thing that you can find in the nether are all the nether blocks. Now glowstone is not in this picture, but the rest are. The first one is nether quartz, which can be obtained by mining in the nethers. Be careful, because I'll show you the mobs in a second after this slide. This stuff comes in a bunch of patches. You can get a bunch out of it, and it's a good resource for building. The next type of block is soul sand. Now, soul sand is sort of like quicksand. It's made out of souls, but you sink in it and you also get slower. Then the next type of block is nether brick. Nether brick can be using the nether rack over there. Now the nether rack is what you'll see in the nether. That's what all you'll see. So be careful, because that stuff can set on fire, and that stuff, once it catches on fire, is infinite fire. So good luck. The next type of thing about the nether is how to get to the nether. Now, to get to the nether, you're going to need these nether portals. Now, the first one is what regular nether portals look like. The second one is sort of a recyclable one. Well, not recyclable. If you don't want to use 4 more obsidian, you can just use the one on the right, which I think you should do, because you might need that for obsidian for something else. Now, to ignite a nether portal, you're going to need a flint and steel, and if it does this, you're ready to go. Now, if you're in the pocket edition, you're going to need something called a nether reactor, which I don't really know much about, because that's a whole different thing, but I'm sure you'll find it out on YouTube or something, I guess. I don't know. Alright, the nether mobs are first this gas. Now, the gas is the biggest mob pretty much in Minecraft, except the giant, which I'll get into in another video. Now these things can be found hovering around lava pools and the nether, but be careful, because these things can spawn near your portal. So these things will shoot fireballs at you, but you can deflect them using a sword, and they will shoot you right back. The only way, or the most efficient way that you can kill these guys, is shooting with a bow, because these things just float around lava pools, and these things cannot burn in lava, so that's very bad. And these things are huge, so make sure that you are prepared, and I mean prepared. Now, and the next type of mob in the nether are the zombie pigments. Now these are neutral mobs, and if you don't know what a neutral mob is, it's unhostile until you hit it or do something to it. Like, for instance, an Enderman. An Enderman is a neutral mob, and it will, if you look into its eyes, it will kill you. And what these things do, they spawn in groups, and if you hit one, they all come running at you with those golden swords. And when you kill them, oh yeah, the gas drops gas tears. And the zombie pigman, it drops golden nuggets. And make sure that you do not hit these things, because if you accidentally or do, or just want to, you will probably die. Yep, you will just die. Now these things are cool looking mobs, and a little history fact, the green stuff used to be red blood, the green slime on it. And the next type of mob in the nether are the magma cubes. Now magma cubes are like slimes, but in the nether. They can be found all around the nether, and they come in a bunch of different sizes, like, oh man, I'm having a brain fart. I just woke up, guys. They are like slimes. They come in different sizes, large, medium, small, and I think very small. Now these things have a different jumping animation. The way they jump is different because I can't find a picture of them jumping. Well, I probably can, I'm just too lazy to do it. But they spread out into like layers, and then they show a little core in them. Now these things are hostile mobs, and I don't actually know what they drop. I don't think they drop anything, but I'm sure they do drop something. Put in the comments what they drop, because I don't know. I need to look it up. No, wait, they drop magma cream, I think. They drop magma cream. Yep. And make sure that you bring a weapon, because these things can kill you if they jump on you. And the next type of mob is the Blaze. Now the Blaze is a very interesting mob. It can only be found in nether fortresses, like what I showed you earlier. Sorry guys, I had the burp. Alright, now these things can be found only in nether fortresses. They're usually on the top of the nether fortresses, like in the part where you walk in. You can get blaze rods out of these, and I don't actually know what you can make with blaze rods. I don't know everything about Minecraft, but I know a lot. As you can see, that it has a smoking effect, and I think those are actually blaze rods that spin around it. Now these things can hurt you, set you on fire. They're a very bad mob, but be careful. You might need a fire resistance potion or something to fight these guys. You're also going to need a very good sword, because these guys are actually quite strong. And the next type of mob are one of my favorite mobs, the wither skeleton. Now the wither skeletons are 2.5 blocks high, I think. And for instance, the player, you guys, Steve, is 2 blocks high, and this is 2.5 blocks high, so it's about the size of an Enderman. And as you can see, he has a giant stone sword. And these guys are very hard to kill. These things don't really drop anything, but if you're lucky, just lucky, you can actually get a wither skeleton skull, which is the head on top. So be careful with these things, because they are hard, and they only spawn a certain way. I think you can make something for them to spawn more frequently. And these things are very hard to kill. Well, they're so hard to kill because of that stone sword. They might not shoot at you like regular skeletons, but they will kill you if they can get a hold of you. These things can only be found in the nether fortresses, and I think they're spread out too. So yeah, there you go, all about the nether. As you can see, that the nether has an awesome terrain. It has awesome lava pools coming out of it, with awesome netherrack and stuff to get. The nether fortresses that come out of it, well, not come out of it, are there, and what you can get out of them, the lava pools, which are very, very cool and very dangerous, and of course, the awesome mobs. Now these mobs are awesome, and of course how to get to the nether. Now I hope you like this. Like, subscribe, and comment. And thank you for watching this. Remember to look at my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.